Hello YouTube fans, here again, and I figure why not, as I'm talking about the video Nasty Marathon, talk about one of the directors that was nicknamed the Godfather of Door. I say it again, the Godfather of Door, that being Lucio Fulci. Now Lucio Fulci was well known during his early career doing a lot of the spaghetti westerns in Italy. Did a lot of other well-known films during that era through the 60s and 70s. As this went on, he was nicknamed the Godfather of Door. When VHS was just coming out, this is when you started to get a lot of the video nasties. And there was quite a few band cycles and was commonly known as nasties, done by the man himself, being Lucio Fulci, but were band cycles. And one day we'll talk about his life story, the films he's done before most of the popular ones, and through his later career, through his last career before he sadly passed away. May he rest. But Lucio Fulci would have been well known for a lot of my favourite cycles. Some of them, as we all know, were in the video nasty era. I also remember the golden days of Bravo. Now, people don't know what Bravo is. It used to be a channel, it used to be on Sky TV, when Sky TV was worth a fuck. And these are so loads, loads of the video nasties. And British Marathon was done by Lucio Fulci in its tat. What do I mean by in its tat? I mean the total uncut ones, which very rarely you see. Except for now, I'm happy to say you can see them all on DVD. Or even now, Blu-ray in its tat. So that would do, I'll talk about the one which is one of my favourites. It's also one of my favourite zombie films, that being either Zombie, Zombie 2, or it's commonly known in the UK as Zombie Flesh Eaters. The doctor history about this, the history is just amazing. Like, originally, it was called Zombie 2. It originally was going to be a sequel to Dawn of the Dead, even though technically it's not a sequel. And in the UK, it was called Zombie Flesh Eaters. Now, there was a theatrical release, and in the theatrical, they had to trim down some of the door, to be policed. But when they realised there was no restriction on the golden days of VHS, they decided to bring out a stunned, uncut version, which nowadays you can get. And Lucio Fulci did this film. It was a masterpiece at that time. The effects, the makeup on the actors, the extras, the zombies were above its time. It was above its time. And let's not forget the iconic scene where a guy, who, believe it or not, was a professional diver, dressed up as a zombie, may he also rest, as you know he's no longer with us, did the famous scene where he's fighting with a shark. Love the scene, even today, it mesmerises me. To see it now in its tap, totally uncut, with the cheapy music, the well-known theme tune, is a masterpiece. And also Lucio Fulci makes a small guest appearance in it as a news boss or a news reporter. And I do also remember the scene with the zombie drags that poor woman by her hair, drags it to the wooden spear. Now, I do remember in the theatrical, you just see the wooden spear touch the eye a little bit, cuts to the next scene. On the uncut one, you totally see it and it's beautiful. Goes to the eyeball, right through, rips a big chunk of the eyeball, drags her all fucking about, and I love it. So that's one thing with Lucio Fulci. That's one thing with Lucio Fulci. I don't know what it is, but did Lucio Fulci have it in for eyeballs? Did he have a fetish for eyeballs? Because every one of his films, there's either a wooden spear going in some poor woman's eyeball, a fucking spike going in someone's eyeball, or somebody getting the eyeballs ripped out. And in this, Devon shows it. I think seeing it in its tat, seeing it totally uncut, yeah, you can tell she's right in its day, it was a video nasty, but seeing it in its tat, does it that feel, does it that scary feel, does it that horror feel? And yes, because of the time the video nasty, with the Stone Gun Cut one, it got banned. Now, I do remember on DVD they made one fuck up. On the DVD it says banned since 1983. No, forget that shit. It got banned in 1984. And then when they re-released it in the early 90s, we had the theatrical one, the one where it was trimmed down. It was only over the years we have now got the looks of it. I've seen it how it was when the Stone Gun Cut one come out. So Lucio Fulci made a masterpiece, Zombie or Zombie Flesh Eaters, whatever you want to call it. It's a very popular film. I like the film. I think it's a damn good film. Yeah, zombie flesh eaters. Then we get to the Gates of Hell utility. For people who don't know what I mean by the Gates of Hell, he did 3 of these utilities. The first one being City of the Living Dead. I actually like City of the Living Dead. If you like zombie flesh eaters, it's another good scary one. Basically, it's more supernatural, it's more this, it's more that. I remember the priest did it, he for some unknown reason hangs himself. And I do remember the date scene. I remember the scene where you see a poor girl barking the ducks out, vomiting the ducks out. It's this film. And there's one lad, I always call him the unlucky lad. The reason I call him the unlucky lad is every film he gets killed in. Everyone sees a video nasties. Cannibal Fairlaw, he had his manhood removed and he gets killed a horrible death. In that for other films, got killed horrible. He was also in House by the End to the Park, which funny enough is a video nasty. Remember rightly, he got killed in that and all. So almost every one of these video nasties, you died he'll get killed. And in this, he definitely gets killed a horrible death. I don't feel sorry for him in this, because it's like Cannibal Fairlaw, where, yeah, he was a stubby character. Or in Out at the Edge of the Park, you could say, yeah, he was a bad guy, but he was more naive. I think David S was more of the baddie in that. In this, you could say he's an unlucky character. He's in the one place at the one time. He gets accused of something he hasn't done. Whether he's done the first thing he was accused of, I don't know. But he was in the one place at the wrong time. This poor girl gets killed. He gets the blame for it. The father of this girl comes out, gets the lad. You first think he's going to beat him up, he's going to twat him and all this, but he doesn't. He goes full level. Gets his electric till, it's in the tarards, and he rams his fucking head right in it, and it's traffic. See the till go there and out of there, which is just probably one of the reasons why it was a video nasty. I love to see when you see the zombie there, and she's all got these worms coming out of her eyeballs. She looks all burnt on the side of her face. Good makeup for that time. Looks really cheaper. Scary moment when this poor woman is buried alive. It's always wonder whether Wes Craven saw this film and it inspired him to do The Serpent and the Rainbow with a similar sort of idea. The only bit I weren't seeing on is the stupid fucking ending. They come out, they see this kid running, they say, no, no, and it pauses and it satters. There's a reason why I had that stupid fucking ending. The producers, or the people who are doing the camera work, the one that puts all the film to death, or by accident, lost the original ending of the film. They had to improvise, they stuck a different ending on, they rushed it, and that's why you have that stupid fucking ending, what ruins the film. Ruined it. But let's bit I like. I remember the same girl that appeared in Eaten Alive, when I always thought had very nice eyes. She's in the film. It kind of pisses me off to see he gets killed in it, but I do like the fact she comes back as a zombie. You got another guy who I liked. It pissed me off that he got killed. He said he got a piece of fucking wood halfway through the film. But the rest of it, apart from the zombies jumping around and running, there was no need for that. And suddenly they just appear here, there, everywhere. But apart from that, I think it's a good film. It's cheapy, it's very atmosphere. Still the Living Dead is a good one. Then we get one of my favourites by Lucio Fulci, The Blonde. Just like City of the Living Dead, another video nasty. Come out in 1981. And I like this one. I remember the blind chick in it. I remember it was also in another Lucio Fulci film, one of his old ones, where she's got the house station. And I can't remember now what she calls it. I remember she calls it this fucking name. And Dickie, that's it. Called it fucking Dickie. Don't ask me why, because he's a dick. But there's a date bit and he's going, Dickie, Dickie. And the next thing you know, it jumps out and bites a fucking juggler out. I like that talks. Again, the same actress that appeared in The City of the Living Dead, the one that got buried alive, is in this film as well. She's in the other one as well, Mouse Behind the Cemetery. But I actually like this one. I mean, it's very atmospheric. This one guy, I like the fact they put it in brown and white. Doesn't get different versions of that now. But it's really cheapy. What they do to him is totally evil. You find out he's not a nice person. Again, there's a lot of eyeballs getting ripped out and so on. I don't give too much away in this, but there's one take scene in it with spiders, and what they do to this fucking die is definitely graphic. Again, that's one of the reasons why it was a video nasty. You can never see why it's called The Godfather of Door in that one. The Blonde, it's a damn good one. Video nasty, it's a dud un from Lucio Fulci. It's a dud un. Then we get to his last attempt again, Video Nasty, come out same year, 1981. House by the Cemetery. I did a review and a rant on this. Even though I like Lucio Fulci, I did a review and rant because it's not a bad film. Kind of drags in parts. The only thing I hate is a fucking kid. Mom! Mommy! Fucking joking. His whining voice is fucking irritating as fuck. Not against the actor, but whoever dubbed his voice in that film won't shoot him. This is not a bad film. If you ever remember the horror show, The Hammer of Horror, you get an opening, it kind of reminds me of that. And I do know they used the same house in Ghost House. I remember a film I reviewed years ago. It was the same house what they filmed in Ghost House in 88. They also filmed in this in 81. It's definitely right. It's definitely a cheaper looking house. But the kid's whining. I think the story's OTT. We don't need it for Blood and Gore. Yeah, it's got it. But compared to The Blonde, compared to City of the Living Dead, it's not really as bloody as them. The ending where the mother gets killed, again, same actor, City of the Living Dead and Blonde. Her death is laughable. She gets dragged down these stairs and the bed bobbing up and down like she's doing fucking Iron Maiden. You got this fucking weird fucking Frankenstein monster whining and crying like a baby. I don't fucking know why. And you got annoying music again. You got this little dude which starts to talk like an adult. There's some good bits here. Like, it's hard to explain. You've got a bit of the kid looking at this waxwork doll. You know them mannequins it's in shops, and his head drops off and it's got blood coming out. Why? How the fuck do I know? But it's alright, but compared to City of the Living Dead and Blonde, it's my opinion, right? People love The House by the Cemetery. I don't mind it, but compared to the Blonde, the City of the Living Dead, it's not one of the best. But I can still watch it maybe as a time waster compared to the next one, that was a video nasty. Come out in 1982, New York Ripper. Where can I go with it? I remember ranting on it. Wait. People wondering why the fucking making daft noises. That's me imitating the New York Ripper. It should be called the Duck Killer or some other daft title. It's a guy. Wait. I'm doing a shit job there. Making noises like a duck, killing women. Some of the death scenes are type cool. Whether you can now get it uncut in this concert, it's a different story. Yes, it was banned in 82. I can definitely see why. It's a mean-spirited film from beginning to end. You gotta die, kills women. There's this tasty-looking girl that's in a car. And the kid, she's a bit of a dick, really, because she opens the door to the killer. You don't see the killer to the end. Gets a thick knife out, makes some makes some duck noises, I meant to say. You definitely see it where he cuts her from the belly, cuts her tit, and you see the aftershots where you got that here slit of throat. There's a lot of mean-spirited death scenes in this. It's very sexist on women. And the one scene is one of the most atrocious scenes. He's got a prostitute naked, tied up. The good idea is the love interest of the cop who's going after him. And what does she do? It's hard to explain. He takes tape off her mouth. He cuts her belly from the side. He cuts half her breast. Then if that doesn't go nasty enough, he cuts her from the face there, all the way to the eyeball, all the way to the face. It's definitely shows it. Yeah, it's a bit dated now. You can see it's a mannequin dummy of a face. But just the idea of it is more disturbing. He cuts her there, cuts her eyeball through there. Now, I do know there's a bit more cut down there because there's the original cover of it where you do see a razor, he's got rubber duffs on it, you see him cutting more of her face. And I do know he cuts her down there because you do see the aftershot of her body. where I've got the idea he's cut her down there, and obviously she bled to death. But I'm thinking it's really horrific, it's really disturbing. I could definitely see why at that point it was a bit. Then the story at the end is just so fucking stupid of why he's making them that fucking noises, why he's imitating a fucking duck. But it's just such a mean spirited film. It's an hard film to watch. I can watch it because I've seen gruesome horror films before, but compared to other Lucio Fulci films, I didn't think it was one of the best. It's just my opinion. People may love the film. It's what makes the world interesting pace, having the Perlins. I just didn't think it was one of his best, if you know what I mean, compared to, let's say, Zombie Fest Eaters, or some of his early work, or The Blonde, or City of the Living Dead, or some of his other earlier stuff. It's just my opinion. But there was a few films that became video nasties. I know he did other ones, what banned. There was one film what I think he went and tried to ban. I can't remember now whether it was Chat in the Brain or it was the New York Ripper. I know one of his films he actually tried to ban himself, believe it or not. But Lucy Fulci, he'll always be known as the Godfather of Door. You can definitely see why we see them films in its uncut form. But there was a few films that became notorious, that became video nasties, understandably so. But it's not for me to judge. You can get Being Mouth from now on DVD, uncut, fan fuck. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.